What's up guys, welcome back to BeamNG Drive. Today we're going to be playing some more career mode, except the 0.35 update just came out, so I'm going to be starting a new playthrough right over here, and we're going to call this 0.35, and basically I'm just going to be going over everything new that got added to career mode by playing through. Oh look, what a coincidence actually, this is one of the brand new loading screens. So here right on the home screen we see the new progression mechanic added in 0.35. I've got my phone so I can tell you exactly what this is about. The career pods, and these are four different ones. So you have APM, which is Apex Performance Metrics. You have BMRA, which according to my phone is Belasco Motorsports Racing Association. Then you have Logistics and Freestyle. So freestyle is like sandbox skills, like the stunts and police chases, as it says here. Logistics is like the delivery stuff. These are similar to the ones that did already exist. For the rest, the Belasco Motorsport, the BMRA basically is all things racing, and the Apex Performance Metrics is test driving career path with structured professional vehicle evaluations, which actually sounds pretty cool. So I'm not sure if I select one of these, or we'll see though. Look, they've also added this performance indexing, basically a new way to assign classes to your vehicles. As you can see, each vehicle has a performance class, which is similar to obviously games like Forza. So that's pretty neat. We're going to be checking that out as well for sure. And for the rest, yeah, we can just go ahead and buy our first car now. Let's see if they still have the same three. Gonna see. Yeah, what about can I see the performance class here? No, I don't think so actually, which is odd, but oh well, that's fine then. I guess doesn't say over here either. Nope. Oh well, I'm just gonna purchase the COVID then for right now, because obviously we're gonna try and do as many things related, whoa, lag spike, to the new update as possible, which means I would like to, as soon as possible, buy one of the new Hiroshis, which is the car that got revamped. But oh well, let's head right into our garage for right now. I'm not sure if it's just me, but my wheel was being a little difficult there. Not sure what that's about. As you can see, I think they changed this menu up a little bit as well here. The part customization menu has at least been renamed, and here we can actually check the performance index. So, oh look, so we have this car, and now we can choose to assess its performance. Would you look at that? Okay. So the performance assessment is in progress. So I guess they're just gonna do all of these things. So they're gonna do a drag race with it. Oh, that's cool. So that's how this works. Okay. So you kind of need to assess it yourself then. Obviously the game does this for you. Alright, I thought they'd do more tests than just the drag test, but obviously it kind of makes sense, because otherwise you're going to be sitting here for 5 minutes looking at the game testing your car. But basically here we can see the metrics. So looking honestly not bad, so it's a low B class if I'm looking at this thing. So I mean, that's pretty cool. And then obviously the idea is that we can then go ahead and upgrade this car, and then we can reassess its performance and view the difference. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And actually I was just checking the shop, and there's a Hiroshi Sunburst right here. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and buy that. I was honestly expecting to have to keep coming back to the shop throughout this episode, hoping to at one point get one, but this is pretty good. Just need to hope the shop doesn't refresh while I'm doing this. But would you look at that, there's actually three within our budget. There's the 1.6 Sport, there's the front-wheel drive CVT one, which I'm not at all interested in, and then there's the base wagon. I do want to buy the wagon just because it's new. You know what, I'll buy this one, a little bit cheaper one. That way we still have some money to use maybe for other things in this episode. Also, I just realized I could have just traded it in for my other car. I'm not sure if that would have worked out better financially, but it's like pressing a few less buttons, so it's better anyways. Anyways, I did also notice in this purchase vehicles menu, there's a trailer dolly, which reminded me that these actually don't take up inventory slots anymore. So if you want to use one of these, then you don't need to worry about this being a vehicle in your inventory. Oh dear, there's some bugs. There's no vehicle in my garage at the moment, except in my parts menu, I can see the Hiroshi. I'm not sure if it like maybe got parked somewhere. Alright, so even though I bought the car online, I technically bought it from Jefferson Motors, which is right over here, and so I ran all the way over here, because I don't have a car, and it's also not parked here for me to pick up or something. I don't know why I thought that might be the case, but alright, so I saved the game and restarted it, and I actually spawned outside of my garage. I think usually, like before the game would just spawn me back in my garage, right? But I'm still walking in the same location. Now, either I'm stupid and that was already a thing, or that got added as well. Anyways, I'll take a taxi to my garage and hope... Oh my god, it worked! It worked! So what I did was, I went into this menu, here, and I press on the Retrieve Favorite Vehicle button, which I don't have a favorite vehicle, and as you can see, it says NA, meaning I shouldn't have one, but I pressed on it, and oh my god, it just spawned in. So, I mean, probably still a bug, right? Or it was just like spawned somewhere and I'm blind. I don't even know. Anyways, I think it's a manual. Alright, that is sick. Well, we are driving the brand new Hiroshi wagon, which, damn, it actually looks kind of cool, to be honest. Hell yeah. Okay, so in this career paths area, we can kind of see everything we can do here so far. So in the APM, we have motorsports and commercial as well, so that's definitely things we're gonna want to check out. Then in the Belasco whatever BMRA, there's a few things, a lot of these which were already existing, you know, the drifting, drag racing, time trials, as well as grid racing, so maybe a little less of that. Logistics, of course, is the classic stuff, and here in freestyle, I see that they've added something called mini games, which I'm not entirely sure what that is, as well as the pursuit, of course, so we're basically just now going to be checking all of that out. Oh, look at this. So I just opened up the map over here to look around, and here we have the APM challenges, then the BMRA section, which we can find all of these things right over here, which, wow, there's actually quite a lot. Then there is the logistics, which will probably just contain all of the delivery facilities that are available on the map, so that's pretty neat. And then finally we have the freestyle area. Looks like the mini games aren't new, they're just renamed. Look, they're just the mud barrels missions that already existed, the precision parking ones as well. Freestyle rock crawling, you have the pursuit ones, which are cool, and then the evasions. Alright, so it looks like there's not that many new missions, just recategorized. Now I'm just confused about the APM challenges part. As you can see, it says the APM challenges in progress can be found in the career pods menu, so view challenges. And then there is motorsports, special, commercial, and experimental. So this looks like it's kind of a collection of all of these. Now, as you can see, I've used a little bit of our remaining money to install some cargo boxes in this car. Let's see if I can reverse a little here without totaling this already. Remember, we need to be careful because we're in career mode. Anyways, I thought I might start off with a little cargo delivery, and while doing that, I'll show you guys at least one of the changed parts on this map. Alright, so sadly, due to the, I think it's due to my too low level, or I'm just like extremely unlucky, but I'm not getting any parcels to deliver to the racetrack, which is exactly where I wanted to go to show you guys the updated parts of the map. But oh well, now I'm going to the Belasco City Garage, and I'll drive through the racetrack. I have to say, this car is not very fast. I might have been a little better off taking the sport one after all, but oh well. Look, they added AI traffic that is now going to drive through this brand new area right over here. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And so I am going to use this bit as well to be honest, not really speed up my route. Just kidding, look at this. They added a tunnel underneath the drag strip. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? And so, yeah, this is a brand new route that you can take. And it's, I'm not entirely sure if it's faster. We need to head that way. But just to show you guys what's on this side, as you can see, there's going to be AI traffic driving past on this side of the drag strip. Which, yeah, that's pretty neat. Anyways, we just want to head up here. This isn't going to work. I was going to try to make a little detour. But oh well, this works too, I guess. Look, they added an entire massive parking lot right over here, which this is pretty insane. Almost all these changes right here have been to the racetrack. So yeah, it's really all pretty neat. Though I must say, it's really quite a maze. Let's see if we can sneak out through here. And most of you probably know these parking lots on the side right over here. Well, a few of these have actually been removed, a few of the parking spaces, for a brand new... Come on, man, really? There's no one here. Don't stall, bruh. Oh my god, I'm so bad. For a brand new tunnel, as you can see, which is going to head underneath. This is also pretty incredibly cool if you ask me. As you can see, welcome to the Belasco Motorsports Park. And this basically allows you to kind of bypass, well, a pretty long stretch of road you would originally have to drive to get all the way to over here. Talking about over here, if I'm going in the correct direction, they added a brand new drift circuit, which, yeah, that is right here. Clicking on the map, this is the new drift area. Now, this car would probably, in its current state, not make an incredibly good drift car, and yeah, so I'm gonna skip that for right now. But yeah, so originally you would have to drive a lot further to get here, rather than simply take this useful tunnel. So yeah, and finally with that, they've also changed this entire area back up there. I've got no idea how well you could see where I am pointing at, but oh well. Oh yeah, now that I've been to the racetrack, it's gonna give me a parcel too. Anyways, yeah, enough fooling around. Let's earn a little more money with this parcel delivery here. And just like that, we will have basically completed this for right now. This is everything I needed to do. And perfectly on cue, we reached cargo delivery skill level 2. That's fantastic. Basically about what I wanted to do for right now. We got to check out the new parts of the map, so that was nice. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, this car is kind of like annoyingly slow. Now, I'm not flooring it constantly, but it's a little annoying, and so we're gonna upgrade this a little. But first, let's assess its performance. So here it is. It looks like the number plate is like clipping a little bit. I swear to God, I did not already crash the car. I'm not sure what that's about. And here we go. All right, I'm excited. So here we get our specifications. So the power output is 113. 0 to 60, 11.21 seconds. That's bad, bro. 18. This is, yep, it is halfway through C class. It's a mid C class, man. That's kind of bad, especially considering our original car, the one that we get in the start of the game, was basically almost an entire class up from that. So yeah, nah. And looking at this, it's a C32. 32, I assume, being the index or whatever. A little bit more precise. Alright, so as you can see, I'm basically maxing out my bank account here. So, yeah. But we're going to purchase this. As you can see, there's a few upgrades over here. I'll explain them a little more in a second. But there's one or two more things I want to do. And so there's a few parts I'm replacing, so hopefully I can go into here now, and then in the My Parts area, find the parts I'm not using, sell these, and use that money to buy more parts. Anyways, we just have enough money now to upgrade our front brakes. So that's cool. You can do that, and just like that, I've upgraded a bunch of parts on this vehicle. Sadly, there was a surprisingly small amount of engine upgrades I could actually do, apart from turbocharging it, which was way too expensive and I definitely had no money for. So yeah, basically the upgrades I did is I removed our front plate, because who needs that, plus weight reduction, baby. Although actually I'm not sure if like the number plates have a weight in this game, but oh well. I've also removed all the cargo boxes for now. We've gotten a little spoiler. I've upgraded the wheels, as you can see. We've upgraded the exhaust. I have upgraded like the 1 or 2 engine bits that I actually could upgrade without having to turbocharge it. And for the rest, yeah, that's basically that. I didn't have a whole lot of money. So we're gonna do a tad bit of spirited driving here, which is not necessarily the smartest thing you can do in BeamNG Drive career mode, because well, I really can't use my insurance going up, especially because I am currently literally broke. Anyways, it might just be placebo or the fact that I'm not carrying any cargo with me right now, but yeah, it feels like it feels a little faster at least, which it definitely should also be because of the weight reduction that I did. But yeah, cool. So we're gonna just retest this thing's performance. And of course, I'm not a pussy, so I turned off the traction control, and we're gonna take the fun route back home. Alright, so that was fun. I think I accidentally damaged the front bumper a little, which was probably to be expected. Yeah. Okay, who cares? We are going to reassess this thing's performance, so let's check this over. Oh, it hasn't been assessed yet. And we can view previous test results. Okay, that's cool. That means it's really easy to compare this. And looking at the scores, I think we did marginally better. So apparently we gained an entire 2 basically horsepower, but the performance index moved up a bit. Look at that. It's almost close to being a C class. 0 to 60 time improved. Quarter mile also definitely improved in the braking force. Whoa, these voice cracks, I feel like they're kind of crazy today. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, cool. We went from 32 to 39. So, terrible car. I should totally sell this, which actually is an incredibly stupid thing to do after you just poured money into parts. I guess just looking at the shop and seeing what I could have had is gonna have to suffice. Oh well, on the bright side, the damage to our bumper was so minimal that the game didn't register it, and it kind of automatically repaired itself. So that's pretty neat. Anyways, let's go over to this career path menu here again, and then we can kind of like check out this progression, because I don't really understand this part yet. So for example, for commercial, it says APM's commercial division evaluates vehicles designed for cargo transport and delivery. And then I assume that I would test payload capacity, stability under load, and delivery efficiency across multiple vehicle classes. Except the certification is locked for now, and when I press on this, as you can see, this part at least is in development. And I don't know, maybe I need to get like stars on this or whatever. Oh, look, there's missions. Alright, so for example, baseline hauler. And I assume this one was not on the map, but I can only find it through this menu. Alright, that's a little obscure, I'm not gonna lie. Because they're not available on the map. And I just couldn't find them. That's a personal skill issue. Let's try out one of these missions then. Okay, so we have to deliver cargo to a destination. And the delivery time has a limit of 1 minute 53 seconds. And basically our objective is to test the capabilities of accelerate to begin. Alright, let me start up the car first, man. Chill. So, alright, let's lock in for this then. Oh my god. Okay, so this thing does have rear wheel drive. Alright, that was not necessarily expected. I assume if we don't miss any of the checkpoints that we're just going to be good. Oh, and looks like there's some obstacles as well. Oh wow, there is even more obstacles. Okay. I assume it doesn't matter if I damage the vehicle. And that's the finish. Oh, this is not the end. Oh my god. What the hell? Bruh. Oh, we're still alive. Okay. That was a horrible run. To get the full rewards, we need to do this within a minute 15. That should definitely be possible. Whoa, this menu is pretty cool, man, to be honest. This looks kind of neat. So in this area, I see my rewards. Now I see that I unlocked another challenge because of that. And here I can just see my rating. Alright, let's try that again real quick. There we go, locked in a little more there, and that's a 20-second improvement. So, fantastic, we're good now, and we made a ton of money. Alright, so that's how that works. It's kind of odd because I just get put right back in my car, exactly where I was now. So I understand it's probably because the feature is still in development, and I assume that these things will get added to the map at some point. At least that would make sense in my mind. So the special ones are still in development, so I assume I can't do any of those. That's fine. Experimental, that's, yeah, okay. But the motorsports ones are available, so we can do either drag racing or time trials. Time trials we already know, so let's see what the drag racing is about. Don't think I've really done many. This one has the highest rewards. Don't think I've really done drag racing missions before in BeamNG. So the objective is to get a certain quarter-mile time, so that's pretty nice. And I assume that now, yep, look at that. We'll also be able to look at the new drag racing GUI, which is these lights at the top over there. Do I need to like stop the car myself at the line? Oh my god, this menu changed. I misshifted though, so that wasn't turning into anything, so I just retry. There we go, didn't misshift that time. Feeling my reaction? Oh, reaction. I feel like I did pretty good there, so I'm just gonna hope that this is going to suffice in terms of the quarter-mile time. Oh, I need to stop it as well myself. Okay, that's something new. Oh, that was not fast enough. That's only 1 star? Come on, man. Wow. Whoa, and I get an entire time slip here. I got no idea what this all means, but that's pretty cool. Alright, so it was very difficult for me to like complete it. I'm not sure where I could see like all the times I set. Hold on. Oh, it only actually shows, oh yeah, no, here. So I did it a total of 20 times, and it was just too difficult, man. And well, I was about to give up and ask you guys for help, like how do I even get a better time on this? I think my best time, yeah, here, 16:2:47, and then for the rest I just couldn't. But in the last run I managed to get it, and it's a bug, so it's gonna get patched, but I'll show you guys how. There we go, we're gonna be doing the one with the Vivas stage. Looks like we're good here. And then yeah, we start driving, and I don't think I'm gonna make it, so I'm just gonna smash into this wall here, and then I get disqualified. But I mean, my time ticks all the boxes, man, and I just get 3 stars right here. My time slip, I'm not sure what this is, as I said, but oh well, who cares. As you see, I'm gonna get maximum rewards. I'm gonna get all 3 of the stars. I'm gonna get whatever these icons are, probably like points towards the thing or whatever. Anyways, that's cool. We get all of that, and now we just unlocked the intermediate series because of that. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? That's how to do that. Otherwise, I would have been able to get the 3 stars. Otherwise, I would have just been continuing to get stuck on the 2. How do I just stall this thing, man? That's crazy. Oh right, yeah. So that's basically how the drag racing went. But now I, and hopefully you guys, also understand more of how these career paths work, at least the Apex performance thing. For the rest, the Belasco Motorsports thing, that's just going to be the same as the racing classification that existed earlier. So, I mean, I assume that's all going to be the exact same. Like, you just have all the classic time trials in here, I assume. All the, some of the classic drag racing, maybe, the drift missions that always existed. Yeah, the basic race, go home, pipeline drive, I remember completing all of those. Those already existed, alright. Now, the interesting thing that I think I noticed was, you see this logistics thing over here, which you get points experience for by doing cargo delivery and car jockey. I think when I did one of these commercial ones, that I actually also got points towards that, which is pretty interesting. And this was actually kind of funny, so I'm gonna do another one of these missions. This time, I guess they're adding weight. Looks like it's going to be the same test course again, which I don't really mind, to be honest. And, like, I'm actually thinking that it should be easier to complete with weight, just because of the car being, you know, more controllable, because it's heavier and less prone to, I don't know, spinning out, because it's got a little more weight on its rear wheels. But we'll have to see. Looks like we've reached the end over here. Let's stop it. And 3 stars, right? Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, easily. Fantastic. Now, honestly, I kind of expected them to do a little more rebalancing, because the amount of money that you earn from this classic type of mission in comparison to the cargo deliveries and such is pretty insane, right? And now, although it is true that the more you level up with cargo delivery, the more money you're gonna earn, it's still kind of crazy. Just realized it might be getting a little dark for the people watching in that camera over there. I don't usually record with a wheel cam, but today I made an exception. So we unlocked the intermediate level. Of course, there's still one other mission from the previous level, but we're just gonna skip right on to this one. So once again, we're gonna need to start up the engine, shift into first gear, and I stalled. However, I assume we're good. No, we're not actually. Damn. Just like that, there we go, I did it. So, nice, I guess. There we go. As you can see, I'm looking pretty rich right now, which is exactly the goal. Yeah, so I mean, cool, I guess. And the good part now is that I have stacked up a little bit of money, which means I can upgrade this how I, well, not necessarily wanted to upgrade it, but really the only way I could actually upgrade this thing well is to turbocharge it. And so, well, we're gonna do just that. It's getting a little dark here. I hope you guys can still see me. Like the camera I bought, it's from Temu, whatever. So yeah, best believe it's 1080p. Anyways, yeah, the turbocharging happened. It's been upgraded, supposedly. Damn. Not sure how well you guys can hear this sound, but this sounds pretty wicked. There we go. Alright, let's not look before heading onto the road. Yeah, I feel like I can definitely feel the fact that it has a little turbo lag. But nah, this is sick, bro. Damn, I really can't believe I put this much money into a front-wheel drive vehicle in this game. Yeah, tough. It's not gonna drift. I would have liked to bring it over to like the new drift track to check it out. Ah! Oh my god, I thought I was gonna crash right there. Yes, I mean, to be honest, this thing's looking pretty wicked, man. I kind of like it. Now ignore the fact that I can't drive straight whilst being in third person. And I just completely missed the fact that the entrance is right here. Alright, I'll finally just give this thing one quick test, and we can do that by SS Performance. Let's do it, man. It's definitely going to be up now. I just wonder how much. I mean, either way, it definitely sounds cool. So, let's have this load. And okay, it gets parked over there. and we're up from where we started in this episode. We started just a little back right over here. So, I mean, we managed to do that, right? With a front-wheel drive car, increase the power output by like, oh my god, 45, I think, if I remember it correctly. 0 to 60 time, much improved. Quarter mile, much improved. Braking force reduced a little, probably because I made it a little heavier, but oh well, who cares, man? This, hell yeah. Well, you know, it's actually kind of fun, you know, getting a kind of mid-ass car and then customizing it and shit, throwing modifications at it it definitely doesn't need. Wow, man, if that isn't cool, I don't know what is. Anyways, yeah, that was probably basically gonna be it for this episode, to be honest. We did all the new things in the new update, which is 0.35, so leave a like for that. In the next episode, probably not with this car because it's front-wheel drive, but I will buy another car and bring it over to the drift track. Maybe even make a bit of a drift build first, and then we'll check out the new drift track a little more in depth. But yeah, for right now, that was basically that. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I definitely hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.